Hey guys, it's Peachy. Today we're going to be making some Jinbesan plushies. Mine turned out more like a flounder with a ditto face, but he's still cute though, and he's also super soft, so you can use him as decor or a nice head pillow. To start, we're going to make a template by folding a piece of paper in half. For his body, draw half a teardrop shape, and this will help keep things symmetrical. Then mark off where his side fins are gonna be. Then take another smaller piece of paper and put it underneath so you can draw out the tail shape. You don't want to make this tube part too thin, otherwise it'll be really hard to turn your fabric inside out. You'll need two kinds of fabric to make the body. Some blue polka-dot fleece and white fleece fabric. I will link to where you can buy this fabric down in the description below. Trace out the teardrop shape with the tail shape onto the wrong side of the blue fabric. If you use marker, be careful not to touch it because it can definitely smudge and get on your fingers. Then cut out the shape you drew, but leave about 1 centimeter of space for the hem. And also mark off where the fins are going to be. Then repeat for the white fleece fabric, except this time do not add the tail shape. Trace the tail shape onto a piece of blue fleece and trim off the excess fabric for just the tip of the white piece. This is so that the underside of the tail will be blue and white as opposed to just white, but to make this project easier, you can definitely just cut the same shape as the blue piece for the white piece. Draw a line down the back of the blue piece, and this is where the top fin is gonna go. Place the blue piece of fabric on top of the white piece and pin them together. Then pinch the line you made earlier to make a small cut and cut a line down the blue piece. Start sewing the two pieces together using a running stitch. Sew from the fin area to the tail, but stop when you get to the white part of the fabric that doesn't have that 1 centimeter edge. You can also just use hot glue if you don't like to sew. The tail parts can be a bit tricky, but once you get to the tip of the teardrop shape, put the tail shape you cut out earlier on top of the white piece with the wrong side facing you. And sew the white pointy triangle to the tail shape. So it should look like this when you're done. Afterwards, just put both the bottom tail piece with the top blue piece together and sew on the line you drew earlier. Cut 4 small ovals for the side fins, place them on top of each other with the wrong sides facing out. Then do a running stitch around each fin, but leave the bottom open so you can turn the fins inside out and fill them with stuffing. For the top fin, you're going to do the same, but with this bumpy shape instead. After you've stuffed the top fin, place it through the hole you made earlier and try to align the edges together. Do a running stitch to join the fabric from the top fin and the back piece together. And stick your needle through all 4 layers of fabric when you get to the edge of the fin. Then sew up the rest of the hole in the back piece and repeat on the other side to join the top fin to the back piece. Then when you're done, sew up the front side of the face, but leave a gap for where the fins are and a slightly larger gap on one side. So when you flip the whole thing inside out, you will end up with something like this. Go ahead and stuff your little whale, make him nice and fat. Stick the fins back into his body when you're done with stuffing. Then use a ladder stitch to close up the hole earlier. And I just used a normal straight stitch to attach the fins. Cut out 2 small circles for the eyes from some black fabric. And cut out a really thin curved line for the mouth. I used black felt, which fell apart really easily when I tried to glue it on, so I would suggest that you coat the black felt in nail polish or Mod Podge so it would be less fragile and easier to work with. Once you glue on the face, your little whale shark is 100% ready for floating in the ocean or some cuddles. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!